Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Hey everyone, a happy Friday to you. Chris Brown here with your daily video update from ClarkCountyToday.com. And we start as usual with a breakdown of the latest COVID-19 numbers. Clark County moving past 2,000 confirmed cases today, adding 26 cases since yesterday to reach 2,018. Another death was also reported today of a woman in her 70s with unknown underlying health condition. She becomes the 42nd COVID-related fatality in Clark County. Hospitalization rates continue to fall, though, with 12 confirmed and 4 suspected cases in Clark County hospitals. COVID-related hospitalizations are down to 2.5% of total bed space. That's the lowest rate in several weeks. Well, the Joint Interim Committee for the Interstate Bridge Project met again this week, virtually, of course. The Bi-State Commission has been working to build a framework for a new project to replace the aging lift span along I-5 between Vancouver and Portland. Now, this session focused mostly on community engagement for the project and how to make sure community members and stakeholders feel as if they have a way to communicate with project managers as well as lawmakers and see whether their feedback is being implemented or not. The group also looked at further defining their needs and benefit statement for the project, which focuses mainly on the earthquake risk to the existing span, as well as more reliable, if not exceptionally quicker, commute times. To find out more about what was discussed and what comes next for the massive undertaking, be sure to check out our full story at ClarkCountyToday.com. Well, who doesn't like being a Monday morning quarterback, right? That's the role our editor Ken Vance played in his column earlier today. Vance took a look back at Tuesday's primary election, offering his views on the results, especially his surprise at the results of the Clark County Council District 3 race, in which incumbent John Blum was eliminated by Republican Karen Bowerman and Democrat Jesse James. In Vance's view, Blum's poor showing is largely due to his decision to switch from Republican to independent. Bowerman didn't even decide to file as a candidate until Blum made that announcement. Now, Vance also shared that according to Auditor Greg Kimsey, the 50% plus voter turnout was the most in a Clark County primary since 1997. More than 75,000 ballots were turned in on Monday and Tuesday alone. The next biggest turnout was 43.91% in 2005 when C-Train had a sales tax increase issue on the ballot. For the rest of Vance's thoughts on Tuesday's primary election, read his full commentary at ClarkCountyToday.com. Well, there is no Clark County Fair this year, so Paul Valencia had to go to a farm to find cows. Here he is with a reminder that this year's Clark County Junior Livestock Auction is online only.
Hey, Paul Valencia here. I'm with all these wild animals and Mia, and we're here to remind you that the Junior Livestock Auction is online only this year. No Clark County Fair, so the auction will start on Monday. And you could bid on bell and goats and cows and rabbits, I think a bunch of other stuff too. Sheep, pigs, everything. So you go to bwfinaldrive.com.
Hi, my name is Mia Oxier. I'm 13 years old and an intermediate in the Utterly Grotesque 4-H Club and Beefmasters 4-H Club. This year I'm going to miss the fair. I'm going to miss seeing all the people that I would usually see. I'm going to miss the rides, the food, all the animals. Even though I have all the animals at home, it's a lot more fun to go see other people's animals. And I don't get to talk to the public about, do you have any questions about my goats? What do you think? Do you like them? Do you want to pet them? I always have little kids come up to me at fair and say, I want to do this one day. I want to show like you. I want to get your ribbons. Before I was born, my whole family had cows, and we always had beef cows because we eat them. And one day I was at a fair, and one of my dad's friends said, do you want to show a cow? And I said, sure. And they gave me one of their older cows, and I showed it in the show ring. And then in the next year, I told my mom, I want to show a cow. Yeah, she's kicked me a couple times.
Oh, I bet that does not feel good.
Don't recommend it.
All right, thanks so much for that, Paul. Glad you didn't get trampled by a cow out there. We'll check back in with you for another story here in just a bit. The City of Vancouver has formed a community task force designed to oversee the implementation of recommendations made earlier this year by the Police Executive Research Forum, or PERF. That report came in the wake of several officer-involved shootings early in 2019 and recommended a series of changes to the department's policies, training, documentation, and data on officer-involved shootings. The 12-member Community Task Force on Policing includes 2 members of Vancouver City Council as well as the Mayor, City Manager Eric Holmes, Police Chief James McIlvaine, a member of the Chief's Diversity Advisory Team, Mental Health Resources, Police Labor Organizations, and representatives for area communities of color. The first meeting of the task force is set for September. The city has promised to provide frequent updates through their website. Well, Vancouver's Mayor Anne McInerney-Ogle surprised local kids with a visit and free ice cream today. The city's Food and Fun program, put on by the Parks and Recreation Department, provides fun activities and meals for children in need. More than 4,000 meals have been distributed through the program since June 22nd at 5 locations. Vancouver Parks and Recreation partners with Share to provide nutritious meals through the USA Summer Meals program. In addition to the meals, the children also were provided with free creative activities to help them stay engaged in learning over the summer. Now, the program will continue on weekdays through August 14th. The mayor visited 3 locations today to greet the kids and help hand out the ice cream. Guess which one of those things you think the kids were most excited about? Okay, let's go back out to Paul Valencia, who made his way over to Vancouver Mall last night for a drive-in pop-up cinema event.
Drive-in movies have come to Vancouver. Pop-up cinema, it's called, and movies are being played at a parking lot at Vancouver Mall. Cost is $20 per vehicle. Go to the mall's website for more information or search Pop-up Cinema Vancouver Mall on Facebook. The lot opens about an hour before the movie begins. Concessions are available too. Families get comfortable. Organizers then inflate the giant screen, then prepare the projectors just right. Movie time. Tonight, August 7th, it's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. On Saturday, Shrek 2. More movies coming next week. The plan is to continue doing this until theaters reopen or until the weather turns.
All right, very cool stuff. Thanks, Paul. And there is your Friday. Check out the stories we're following for you at clarkcountytoday.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when stories are posted and be part of the conversation. You can send us story ideas and feedback, too, through Facebook or email. news@clarkcountytoday.com is the address. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again next week.